Student Resource and Access Center, Read and Write, Session 2. An overview of what will be talked about in this presentation is research tools, studying tools, obtaining read and write software, resources, and then a Q&A session. The first one is research tools. The first research tool is called Collect Highlights. Collect highlights from text in documents or the web for summarizing research and to create bibliographies. Let's watch.
This video shows how to use the highlighters in Read and Write for Google Chrome to do research and extract key information from docs and websites. The highlighters on the Read and Write toolbar can be used on the web to identify key information as you're reading. To use, just select some text and click a highlighter button. Your highlights can be extracted into a new Google Doc using the Collect Highlights button. Just choose which colors you want to include and how to sort them, and click OK. This will automatically generate a new doc in your Google Drive containing your highlights, as well as a link back to the original source. You can also collect highlights the same way from a Google Doc. To learn more about Read and Write, visit texthelp.com.
The second tool of the research is Simplify. Simplify removes ads and other copy on web pages that can be distracting. Let's watch.
This video demonstrates how to use the Simplify feature in Read and Write for Google Chrome. The Simplify tool allows you to declutter web pages and simplify text. Just open the Read and Write toolbar when on the web and click the Simplify button. A new tab will open containing a decluttered version of the page. You can further summarize or shorten the text using the plus and minus buttons. You can also adjust the contrast controls and make changes to the font and spacing. The Read and Write toolbar is also available on the simplified page for reading, looking up words, and more.
Caleb Pratt greets a driver as he hauls his boat toward.
Lastly, the Discover tool helps you get background information on subtopics or terminology used in your text. Just click on an underlined word, and you'll see an image or some additional information to help with comprehension.
The zebra mussel is a small freshwater mussel. The spit.
For more information on Read and Write, visit texthelp.com.
Now let's look at studying tools. The first feature in the studying tool that we'll talk about is Audio Maker. Audio Maker converts selected text into an audio file and automatically downloads. Let's watch.
Audio Maker. Do you listen to music on your phone, iPod, or MP3 player? As well as listening to music, you could be listening to your revision notes, a chapter of a book, a report, information from a website, or an article from a magazine. Just select the text and click on the Audio Maker. You can add or remove further text if you need to. You can preview what it's going to sound like by clicking here.
Everyday life is a learning experience. From my earliest boyhood, ancient wearing apparel, old household and kitchen.
Let's choose where we want to save the MP3. There's already an area suggested, but you can choose wherever you want. This will make it easy to find after it's been made. Click here. If you are going to use AudioMaker a lot, it is better to make a new folder. This will make it easier to find and organize. With the new folder selected, click OK. Next, give the file a name. All you have to do now is click Create MP3. If you click on Show, you will automatically be taken to the folder where the file has been saved. Double-click to have it open.
Everyday life as a learning experience. From my earliest boyhood.
Now you have an MP3, which will read the text you had selected. You will be able to put this onto any media player and listen to it whenever and wherever you want. So you can listen to revision notes on the way to school or college, or a report on the commute to or from work.
The next feature we'll talk about is a vocabulary list. Build a vocabulary list instantly into a new doc, including selected words, the dictionary definitions, images from widget symbols, and an editable notes column. Let's watch.
Vocabulary list. Using the vocabulary list tool, you can make your own word list, which is a little like your own mini dictionary or glossary. Select and highlight any words that you wish to use. Now, click on the vocabulary list icon. A table will be created in a new Word document. It will have the word, the meaning from the dictionary, the images from the picture dictionary, and a notes section where you can add your own notes. As the table is in Word, you can edit the table as you need. You can save the document and use it to help with revision. You can print the table out and display it to help you recall the new or important words. Changing the vocabulary list settings. There are some settings for the vocabulary list that you might wish to change. To do this, click on Settings, Show More Settings, Show More, and then Vocabulary List. Here, you can turn on or off the vocabulary list window. If you don't want images included in your list, you can turn them off here. And you can turn off Include Definitions here.
Okay, so let's look at downloading the software. Read and Write is free to all UTA staff and students. You would click on the link here and it will start the download, but let's watch what that looks like. We'll click on Try Read and Write Today, select Windows, click Read Write English, Wait for the file to download. Click the downloaded file. Run this setup. Accept the agreement and install. Click on Read and Write from your desktop. And your toolbar will appear at the top of your screen. Here are your resources. You can reach the Student Access and Resource Center by email at sar@uta.edu or 817-272-3233. You can also reach the Alternative Testing Center at alternativetesting@uta.edu or call 817-272-3420. Now let's have our question and answer session, followed by a survey that we would love for you to complete.